So if you ever want to question my position as a black man and what I think about the fight, please just give me an opportunity. Because the difference is, and she's correct, don't let what people say trick you. That's what I mean by educating yourself. What she is doing when she's out here telling you is educating you on exactly how you keep this going. So when I say educate our youth, it's not saying that we don't educate the people and hold them accountable. But the way in which we hold people accountable is by educating our youth to make sure that they do. And so if we continue to fight, we have to fight together. I came out here with the purpose of fighting with you. I've said this and I'll say it before. I stand in solidarity with you against the fight of racism, injustice, and bias. The reality of it is we've worked with individuals out here. I'll get you 1 minute, sir. We worked with individuals out here, and there was a list of demands that they gave us. There are a list of demands that individuals out here gave us. And we said, what are your demands? We want to know. Because we don't want you relegated to the fence. Because fence doesn't have change. This fence is a start. But you make demands, and you tell us what you want, and then you see if we change them. And so there were 4 demands that were asked of us. 4. The first one is that we want to have a mural that memorializes this moment in history on all of our campuses, starting with our high school. And we've committed to that mural. We want to have a if you want a relocation, tell us where a spot you want us to go. But we want all our demands met. And so we have a relocation at COS, whether we like it or not, that location, that was a demand you made. The next demand was having a free speech space. Having a space dedicated to free speeches on campus for students. And working with students to make those free speech spaces happen on our campuses. That was a demand you made. That was something we committed to. The last demand you made. The last demand you made was weekly forums. So this can happen across our community and everybody can know exactly what's the issues and what's happening. We've committed to that. The issue is this. You can't compromise and make demands if once you get them, you're not willing to also follow suit. And so that's all I say to you. We can give you our demands, but again, your actions are what they are. But all I can say is on our end, from the list of demands that you've made, we want to make sure we give them all to you. We want to hear your voice. This is not about silencing you. And I will say this personally. For me, this relocation is primarily about student safety. It has always been for me, because the first time that I came out here, there wasn't an issue. So I was okay. The signs were posted, we were good. But when I watched my students engaging, or individuals who can't control themselves, who can't control their disapproval of this movement and come out and rip signs down and threaten people with scissors, that makes it a safety issue for me, because we have students here. And so I have to tell myself, if I wouldn't allow my children to be out here because some adults can't control their actions because they disapprove it, how can I say to myself it's okay for my students to be out there? And when I watch individuals riding by with Confederate flags, yelling out racial slurs, I know what happens as a result of that in this community. And so I can't sit here with a good conscience to say that I'm okay with you standing there doing it.
Wasn't Little Rock a safety issue?
Here is what I say to you.
Little Rock
Here's what I say to you. You continue to make your voice. You continue to make your voices heard. We continue to support you. I will continue to fight to make sure you have experiences and that you get the just treatment you deserve. And if you don't, then you hold me accountable. And you have my emails, you have everything you need. But I continue to tell you, my words mean nothing without action. And so what I tell you to this is make me commit to that action and make it happen. And if it doesn't, then you hold me accountable.
I think we know that you're committed, though.
I understand that, but I can't speak on behalf of the board. I get you. And I'll tell you, there was a board member out there. Yes, I'm sorry. So you asked.
Why don't we just bring it in over here?
I know that this is my first time out here, so if you guys will allow me to speak one more time, I'd really appreciate it. Again, for those of you that were not earlier when I spoke, my name is Danielle, I've been a member of this community forever. I did move to San Francisco recently, but I fully believe that the reason that I have the voice that I have, or I have the confidence to be here, is because I was able to move away and see what it's to really understand. So I just want to say that in America right now, we're talking about how everyone wants to say, well, there's good cops. No, there's not. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when the good cops speak up, they get fired. When the good cops want to make a change, they get let go. Yep. So let's talk about it in a school setting, okay? My good friend here, an amazing educator, an amazing support system to his students. He's trying to educate the right way, tell the students what actually is happening. And what did they do to him? Vanessa.
Investigation?
Was there an investigation? Nope.
3 years?
No investigation. Let me say this also. Vanessa, when she spoke up, what happened to her?
Murder.
There's not good people in bad organizations. There's not. Because they have the same motives. Don't tell me that you are, I'm with you, I'm this, I'm that. If you can't even stand up to the people that you work with, you can't even call them out by name. Don't sit here and tell me that. Don't say you're gonna change it from the inside. What? How? You just said it. This is 400 years and plus in the making. And you mean to please? You mean to tell me?
How do we change it?
You have to demand them to change.
Exactly. Demand them.
You have to force them to change.
Force them to change.
You have to come out here when they send their people to smile in their faces and read their stories. I'm not going to discredit anyone's story because, trust me, I lived it. But please, do not come out here and tell these students, this system and this and this. It's just like everyone who's telling me, don't protest, just go vote. I'm sorry, I don't have time to vote. I've been voting. And what did voting get me? Donald Trump. I'm sorry. Voting got me those people on the board right now. I'm sorry. So don't tell me to vote. Am I going to? Hell yes. Hell yes, I'm going to vote. But don't tell me that's all I can do. Don't tell me that's all we can do. Because I'm going to hold every single person accountable. Every single person. And I'm going to demand to the people on the board that are not standing up for the children that are here, for the students, the young adults, the 9-year-olds.
Come to the board meeting.
I'm going to let them know.
We're going. We're going to the board meeting.
I
We'll
want
be
you
there.
guys to understand. And I want you guys. I want you guys to understand. I want you guys to really listen when people are trying to beat around the bush, when they're trying to gaslight you, when they're trying to manipulate you. Don't let them. Don't let them say, well, you said to move it, so we moved it. Oh yeah, where no one can see. Yeah, thanks. Wonderful. I'm sorry, but I've been over here since 7 a.m. and I have not gotten one threat that I cannot brush off my back. Let them come by and flip me off. Let them fly their flag. I will be out here, yes, tomorrow, and I will keep being here. And it doesn't...
Why are you speaking up? Let her speak. Let her speak. Why are you speaking up? Look. If you were comfortable and you didn't feel like you were manipulating people, you wouldn't be over speaking her. So just be quiet.
So like I was saying, yes, I understand that there are people who are going to push at you. There are bullies who are going to drive past and yell things at you and fly their flags. But you know what? There are still cops that are killing people. So if I have to listen to someone calling me the N-word while I stand here, I'm going to keep standing here because clearly there's still work to be done. So I'm going to be on the street. I'm going to be on the streets in San Francisco when I come home, and when I come here to visit, I'm going to be right out here with all of y'all because I guarantee the moment that the moment I knew I was coming, I told Michael, when and where? When and where? Because you cannot let these people stifle you. Please, do not let them stifle you. Do not let him come here and say, well, we met your demands. We did what you asked. Why are you complaining? That's what he's telling you right
you see why they're upset? So as a black man, are you going to do something about it? Tell your colleagues, I know you're racist? You're going to go to that board and say, I know